it's kind of convenient, you know?
I mean, just like body count's not always fair.
Right. Sure. But I agree that things aren't always fair.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's this like when it tends to favor men, if it's unfair, there's like a huge amount of pushback and scoffing. But like when the disadvantage or unfairness goes towards the men, it's kind of like, what's the deal?
Yeah, no, I can agree with that, but I think it's also like you said, thousands of years of evolution. You know, sometimes it's just ingrained in our society. It's not.
I mean, you said you want a girl to be submissive. Do you want a submissive woman to pay for you for the first date and ask you out and be dominant in that way?
Well, here's actually the interesting thing is that I think that a woman can actually still be very submissive and take some degree of initiative. In fact, you can even argue that perhaps
Is that not considered leading?
No, not necessarily, because you can still be in the lead and the other person has taken some degree of initiative. If that makes any sense to you.
I mean, if it's a first date,
whatsoever.
if it's a first date, you're leading because it's the first interaction.
Well, so in terms of like, if you're almost looking at it from a dynamic of who's more invested, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, and I don't tend to talk from this perspective just because I try to talk about my like pre-podcast perspective where I was engaging in like more like what a normal man or woman could expect from dating.
Yeah.
But like my experience since I've started the podcast is like I pretty much only will date women who come to me because the dynamic is way better. So I actually prefer that if they come to me first, because one is because I like women who've already demonstrated high levels of interest. I don't like dealing with low interest women, which can be very common, especially if you're on dating apps. So high interest women are just going to be way more into you. That's a way better dynamic. But I don't like to typically talk about that just because it doesn't apply to most men's experience, because they're not going to have that degree of, they either don't have some degree of status or they don't have that level of interest from women. But I actually do think it's a far better dynamic, because if this woman is like fucking crazy over you, yeah, it's way easier to be, I think, to lead in that situation than to you be like kind of chasing a bit too much, you know. And you can call the shots more, like do my laundry. No, I'm kidding. But actually, wait, you scoffed at that. Why? What's up?
It was a little out there, but
Why is that out there?
I don't know. It just.
I don't know. If you were on the first date with your boyfriend, or well, soon to be boyfriend or whatever, and would you want him to like physically defend you in some sort of situation that would involve that?
What do you mean?
There's like somebody who's being aggressive towards the two of you, and like, would you expect him to intervene on your behalf?
Yeah.
So just to be clear, you want a man on a first date to potentially put his life on the line for you, but I can't expect a girl to do laundry on the first date?
On the first date?
Fuck yeah, on the first date.
If somebody took me to their house and had me do laundry for them on a first date, that's a little wild.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. Yeah.
That's your first date. You're like, all right,
Fuck
we're gonna go to the house, and you're gonna show me.
Well,
what
I'll be a
what you do for
gentleman,
me.
so I'll have already put it in the wash. She gets to transfer
dry it.
She gets to.
What? Is this like a test?
Dry and fold.
Do you just bring her
She
over?
has to fold.
Do you just bring her over, and if she does it on her own,
If
then
I'm
you're
feeling
like,
very
that's wifey
generous,
material?
I'll put it in the dryer, but she has to fold the shit.
I mean,
You
I
don't like
fold
folding?
the laundry.
I'm not a folder. I don't like to fold.
Yeah.
Does she have to
I
fold
don't
it a
like
certain
doing
way?
dishes,
Or is
though.
it
I don't
that's
care.
a deal breaker?
She can do it however she wants. They tend to be good at it.
Okay.
Well, why is that objectionable?
I just feel like
why is it? Hold on. Here's what I don't understand. You women want men to literally die for you.
Yeah.
But I can't expect my girl
Yes,
to
no.
fold laundry.
No.
But on
No.
the
Wait,
first
no?
date,
You're saying
I'll fold some laundry, but not on a first date. That's crazy. That's like actually like red flag. Like run
How is
out
that
the
red
door.
flag?
because like if a person
Why is that red flag?
Because if a guy's gonna fight for you, that's like a circumstantial thing that happens. It's not like I'm not taking my first date to a fucking fight club and being like, all right,
But it could
show
happen.
if you can
It
fight
could
for
happen.
me. I don't know. It can happen, but it's like.
But you would have the expectation that if it did happen, he would intervene in some capacity.
That's just like defending someone.
Yeah, I would
very
fight
normal.
for someone who was smaller than me, and I wouldn't have to know that.
Really?
I've stepped into a lot of things.
Wait, do you guys go out and party? You guys go out and like been to parties?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever seen a fight break out?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys stepping in to break it up? Be honest.
Well,
I've
not when
stepped
it's
into-
two guys.
not when it's
What
two
am I
guys.
gonna do?
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, but like if a guy's coming up to me and my boyfriend per se, I would expect that he like goes after the guy too. Because like, what am I gonna do?
Right, so the expectation is on the man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's so
If two girls are
circumstantial.
fighting, or well, that's like
and the
easier for you.
the expectation, if I got laundry in the dryer on a first date,
God, I just
fold that shit up. Fold it up.
I can just imagine Brian in the
So
corner
true.
going, "Oh, that's so hot," and she's just like,
folding the laundry.
It is hot. If
It
a
is
girl-
pretty hot.
Look, my love language is
It's
acts of
folding-
service.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Acts of service. If you do shit for me, you got me. You got me.
Like paying for things, like materialistic things, or like folding laundry,
acts of
doing
service.
dishes.
"No, like the kitchen is dirty," and you just go and
Bro, she
clean it.
starts cleaning the shit. I'm like, God damn, this woman's amazing.
Okay.
And girls go with that, like you're like fold my laundry, and they're like, okay,
Yes.
really,
They do.
okay,
Really?
They're not feminists.
Do you leave dishes out on purpose?
You don't have to be a feminist.
No, I
to not
clean-
want
I'll
to
do my
fold
own
some
dishes. I'll
fucking
do my own
laundry.
dishes.
I don't know. I
But-
wouldn't. I don't think that's feminist. I wouldn't expect a guy to fight for me on a first date. Like I wouldn't expect to throw him into a Thunderdome and be like, "This is the first date, the first test." I feel like that's kind of
you
wild.
say that, but like, if he acted like a coward in some sort of situation, and assuming this hypothetical, there was a situation that called for intervention physically, and he cowered, there probably wouldn't be a second date. You'd be like, this guy's no.
While I agree with you,
You
I
get the
think
ick.
I
Would you
think
wait? Answer the question. Would you get the ick?
if a guy cowered, yes, I would get the ick. But however, I don't think
And
both
if a
of
woman
those
didn't
things
fold my
are equal
clothes,
to each
I
other.
would get the ick.
Yeah, but I don't think those things are equal to each other.
they're not.
Yeah,
not,
you're right.
they're not.
One is like
It's
the
apples
dude
and
could die.
oranges.
Yeah, you're right. One
Okay,
is
dying
way
is
worse.
crazy.
Done with this one.
No,
Yes,
Dying.
bro.
that's so extreme.
Who says anyone has to die?
Yes,
Why can't
it's-
it just be a
it
simple
doesn't
like back
yeah, sure.
off?
It doesn't happen very much, but there's in the history of
barely.
dating, has some guy got killed on a first date?
Probably, yeah.
Probably happened.
And you're using that one experience out of like,
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
pull it out.
Got it.
Okay.
But there would, even if it didn't happen, there's still this expectation on the men.
Okay. Hypothetically, if you were with like a girl on a first date and a guy was like trying to hit on her or whatever and like would not stop and was super persistent, would you say anything or no? Would
Wait,
you
if
just
I was
like,
on a date with a girl and another dude was trying to hit on her?
yeah, like you'd step in, or is that too violent? Like for
What
you?
do you mean?
Well, you're saying that
Well,
like
I'd tell the guy to get lost, essentially.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what we're saying. Like
It doesn't
a
have to be life or
defending
death.
thing. It doesn't have to be life or death. You're like someone's gonna die. Like what if a guy gets
Someone's
killed?
gonna die today.
Do you get what I'm
would
saying?
That would be such a like oddly belligerent. I mean, I suppose it happens.
That's odd compared to
that's
folding
odd.
laundry.
No, it's it would be an odd situation for a guy to like, you're on a date with a girl and another dude.
It's not that
like,
odd.
Steps.
I feel like
I
if
feel
you're
like
like
getting murdered is kind of more like
Some champagne.
odd. Yeah.
yeah. Do you,
But so you guys don't like the laundry thing, apparently.
well, I don't really care about the laundry. I just think that that's really weird. I would never imagine a guy would ask me on a first date.
I just want to do it on a first date. I fold all the laundry.
No, you gotta
That's my
surprise her
job.
with it. Like, you gotta surprise her with the
I would-
laundry. You can't be like, come over and do my laundry.
Here.
It's gotta be like, oh my God, I forgot to
Will you
fold
help
my
me?
Clothes. Could you do it for me?
Oh.
Well,
Yeah, could you help me as in you
as
do all the work?
yeah, and you just stand there
No.
eating, admiring her.
No.
Wait,
No,
have
I
you
wouldn't
ever?
admire her. I'd go do something else.
Oh, then what's the
I
point?
wouldn't even keep her company. I'd just be like, go ahead, do it.
Wow.
Has a girl actually ever done that on the first date for
Yes,
you?
all the time.
Wow.
Okay.
All the time.
And
All
you-
the
how-
time.
So why
You're so
then? Why aren't
triggered.
you in a relationship then?
They're so triggered.
No one is triggered.
I'm really triggered.
You seem a little.
It obviously hasn't worked though, because you don't have a relationship.
Oh, did I say that?
You said you didn't
Yeah.
have one.
I said I don't talk about it on the show.
Oh.
Yeah, because I have stalkers and this sort of thing. So.
Okay.
But
Are you single?
Bro, did you just not
You said
Are you
it.
fucking not
When I was
listening?
here last time, you said you were single.
I did
Why
not say
male
that.
models?
Yes, you did.
That's
Because
literally
Andrew said he was married and you said you were single.
Bro, rewind the fucking tape. I did not say that.
That's what I remember. I don't know.
I just don't disclose whether I'm single or not.
Why?
Are you
Oh,
not
sorry.
listening
My
up? Stalkers,
bad.
lady.
I'm sorry. My bad.
God damn, bro. Talk about fucking boundaries with these chicks. Holy
Even
shit.
having a millennial